Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
My name is Kim.
My name is Hiroki.
Our topic today is the trade relationship between UAE and Japan. UAE stands for United Arab Emirates, and it is one of the most important partners of Japan. Now, we would like to tell you why UAE and Japan is important for each other and what kind of relationship do they have. You maybe know less about UAE. So firstly, I would like to tell you the country profile of UAE. You can see in our map that UAE is in the southern west of Asia, and it is one of the Middle East countries. UAE is a very small country. I have the area ratio of Japan and UAE. Japan is about 5 times as big as UAE.
Ooh.
But the area for one person, UAE is bigger than Japan. Although I think the most important point is that UAE is a country have oil and natural gas for main resources. This is why UAE and Japan have such strong relationship, because Japan is a country have little natural resources. Also, UAE is a country which has active production activities. I have the GDP ratio here. GDP is a figure telling us how active in a country, how active the production activities in a country are. The GDP ratio, Japan is only 3 times bigger than UAE. Now, Hiroki will tell you more information about the business profile of UAE.
Thank you, Kim. Now I will talk about a business profile. Yes. My business profile's point is
Nice job. Nice job.
my business profile point is what Japan export to UAE and what Japan import to UAE. So look at picture. So how do you think is an export to the UAE? People think Japan is Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi. It's popular in the export.
Yeah, car companies.
Yeah, it's a car. So the 30% include in 30% occupy a machine.
Oh, really?
Car and car products. And
Oh, I'm sorry, Hiroki. Machine means including cars or
Yes.
mostly cars?
mostly car.
Okay, thank you.
And the 30% include in precision instrument. Yeah, Japan developed in a precision instrument better than other countries. So Japan export to the UAE. Second is a raw material. Raw material is 20%. It's steel. Yeah, steel is mainly is steel. So Katsuya.
Yes.
Yeah. Today, you went to the university by the subway.
Yes.
Yeah.
I subway.
So the Japanese subway is so good. It's still it's a rail. It's so good. It's not noisy and it's so fast. Yeah, Japanese still is so good. Yeah. So it's 20% occupied. The 50% is material, for example, clothes. The Uniqlo is so popular.
Oh,
Yeah. and other. And secondly is Japanese import. Yeah, 6% occupied by oil. For example, crude oil and natural gas. And yeah, and 30% is oil product. Yeah, and Middle East is can get a lot of oil. Yeah, for example, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Iran, and UAE too. But Japan can get natural resources. So Japan want to get oil. So the most percent is occupied. So in conclusion, is Japan and UAE is a good, strong relationship. So why is Japan and UAE is so strong? So we have to learn the history, Japan and UAE's history. So next, Kim talking about history. Please.
Thank you, Hiroki. Now I will tell you the trade history between two countries. Long ago, there wasn't oil exported in UAE.
Oh, really?
Yes, oil was first discovered in the 1950s and was first exported to other country in 1962.
Wow, that's much more recent than I realised.
I have a graph show about the crude oil exporting to Japan. We can see by the graph that the first oil exporting to Japan began in 1965. Yes, began in 1965, and actually it grows very seriously from the 1970s. And the most important year for two countries, I think, is 1971, because in 1971, the deep relationship between two countries was established. And after 1971, they signed some agreements to let the trade conditions between two countries become better. Now Hiroki will tell you what is happening now between two countries.
Thank you, Kim. Yes, I will talk about news item. My main idea is recently they also made an agreement in nuclear area. So this article is a cooperation agreement on the peaceful nuclear energy was signed Japan and UAE. This means the way of the transfer of the nuclear material and technology and items. It's a nuclear items. But 2011, the Fukushima in Japan was attacked tsunami and earthquake. A lot of people died. So and Fukushima nuclear power have a problem. So all over the world disappointed is Japanese nuclear power and doubt the nuclear power. But this article is UAE believed in the Japanese nuclear power. So an agreement. This is an important article, I think. So conclusion is main.
Can I just ask, Hiroki, where did you get the article?
World nuclear news.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
And conclusion, the UAE and Japan have a strong relationship. So thank you. So do you have a question?
So in 1971, Kin, you said was an important time for the relationship. So they made an agreement, and what was the main idea of, or what was the purpose of that agreement that made it so important?
Oh, they made some agreements after 1971. In 1971, UAE independent from UK, and the relationship between UAE and Japan began from 1971.
I see. So
Wow.
so the important thing was something happened to the UAE that made it could have more control over its own resources.
And Japan recognized the independence of UAE from UK.
I see. That's very interesting. Thank you.
Any other questions?